picking up the 3 stitches along the gusset. So you've got your 15 that you've split onto the 2 needles, and then there's this very obvious gap, which is why we have to pick up 3 stitches in order to ensure when you knit you don't have a big gap in the gusset of your thumb. How to pick it up? Well, you could just randomly get your needle and then just randomly pick up 3 stitches along the way, and you could do that. I might pick that one, and then I might pick that one, and then I might pick up that one, and I've picked them up, and there's my 3 stitches. The trouble is, if you just do it randomly, you might end up picking a thread that when you finish knitting you'll discover it's made a huge gap, a big hole in your knitting that then you'll have to stitch over and try and tighten up. You can go ahead and do that if this is your first time. What I like to do is, this is the direction of knitting. I'm going to turn it the opposite direction of my knitting, so the top of my mitten is down at the bottom. And when you knit, knitting is actually a series of V's. And when you look at your knitting going the wrong way, you're trying to find the bottom of the V of a row. No, yeah, a line of knitting is a series of V's like this. And you're trying to find the point in the line that you're going to be hooking the right hand part of the thread that's at the bottom of the V. If, for example, so your knitting would look like this. There's if you look at it, you'll see some rows where it's obvious V's like that, and then if you look at other rows of your knitting, your brain does a little flip-flop and they can look like this. So I don't want you to pick up these ones. I want you to look for the ones where they're a definite V, and find in sort of the middle of your gap, find the row that seems to be in the middle, not the row but the line. And I see a series of V's here, here, and here. There's 3 that obvious ones that I see, and what I've done is I've just sewn a little white thread here to try and really indicate to you where that is. So this is a leg of the V. I want you to pick up the right hand side of the V, and this would be a line right here, this is a line right here, and this is a line right here. If this is too confusing, just go ahead and randomly pick up 3 stitches and just get going. But if you don't want gaps that you have to fix later, this is worth your time. So find the line of V's that is in the most middle of this gap, and there it is. And I am going to pick up the right hand thread of that one, and then I've marked out over on the row over, I'm going to pick up the right hand thread of that side of the V, and over on this next row of V's I'm going to pick up the right hand thread of that one. That's how I'm going to do it. So I'll take my needle and I'm going to pick up this one. I'm just going to take this marking thread out. I just marked it so you could see what I was doing. So I'm going to pick up that leg of the V, and then I'm going to pick up, I'm just going to take this out so you can see it. I'm going to pick up that leg of the V, taking that one out, and over on this one I'm going to pick up this leg of the V. I'm going to take that little thread out that I have marking, and there's my 3 that I'm going to pick up. So now I've got 7, 8, and 3. That's not very balanced. I want to balance those a little bit so they're a little more equal. So maybe I'll put say let's see, 6. So I got 6 on that one, I got 4 on that one. Bloop. Let's dump another couple on here. That's got 4. Maybe put another 4. If this is too tight with just 3 needles, you can grab your 4th needle. Anyway, that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, how does that look? So now we've got yeah, 6, 6, and 6. So now we will start knitting.